Hello, grade 5. All right, so let's get started with our exhibition for today. And I'm going to go full screen for a bit so that you can get a better look at the instructions. Okay, so just as a reminder, this is everything over here that you must be doing and what you must have on your website. Your action, your expression piece, your ATLs and learner profiles, that's what we're going to get to today. Your process, you started that yesterday. I'm going to show you some examples too in a few minutes. Your lines of inquiry, your knowledge, which is your writing piece, and your responsibility here is that you need to post all the websites and all the books that you've used. Okay, so let's look at some examples of some X process reflections by students that have been submitted the past couple days. I know there was a lot of confusion. You weren't sure what it was supposed to look like, and you weren't maybe following the instructions clearly or watching the video, so you're getting it one more time today. So here are some examples of some of the students have already done. Some have done a written form. So the written form is just very simple. You do the question and the answer. Question, answer. Question, and then answer. If you don't want to make it a visual, make it creative, or do a video, then this is what you can do. This is the basic of what you can look like, and there's nothing wrong with this. Here's another one. Question, answer, question, answer, question, answer, question, answer. Okay. Now here's another one where the student was a little bit more creative and wanted to use a visual. So they used a tree, and then around the tree is their responses to their question. Here's another one. Question, answer, but this student included some pictures to make it a little bit more artistic. One more, the student's issue was on plastic waste in the ocean. So you can see her path of her journey is reflecting on her issue, and she's labeled it, the beginning and the middle and the end and the overall, and also looked at it by weeks. So she went back and used her self-assessment on her Google Docs to get some of those responses. Here's a couple that are digital. So you can also just do it by boxes on Canva, for example, or any other program that you want to use. So those were some examples. So hopefully that's a little bit easier to see, to let you see what your reflection should look like on your website. So today, this is your last reflection of your exhibition, and we're going to be focusing on the approaches to learning, also known as ATLs, and the learner profile. So there are 5 main approaches to learning. You hear us talking about them all year: research skills, social skills, self-management skills, communication skills, and thinking skills. And underneath this, you're going to have to use this chart to help you. It lets you kind of know what exactly is a self-management skill and what does communication look like. So you have to go back to this image so that you can reflect on all 5 of these skills. And then you need to also reflect on the learner profiles. Okay, and there are 10 of them. You guys are pretty familiar with these. Okay. So here are 4 questions that you have to answer. Okay, you have to answer them in full sentences and post it on your website. The 4 questions are: if you could choose 3 learner profiles to describe what kind of learner you were during the X process, and which 3 would you choose and why? Which learner profile trait do you think was the most important during the exhibition and why? What ATL do you think you improved on the most during the exhibition process and why? And what ATL do you think was the most important in order to be successful during the exhibition and why? Now, the most important part to these questions is the why. We need to know your reasoning. For some of these, there is no wrong answer. We think all of the ATLs and all of our profiles are important, but we want to know what ones do you think you use the most, what ones do you think were the most important. So again, the most important part here is the why, your explanation as to why you chose that learner profile or that ATL. So basically your instructions are: answer the 4 questions in full sentences. Pretty simple. Post the questions and the answers on your website. I'm going to show you a video of what it would look like posting it on your website from a student's perspective. Let's have a watch. So I go to my website, I scroll to the bottom. Right underneath the X process, I'm going to add a new text box. I'm going to give it a title. Okay, now that I have a title, and then I'm going to go back, I'm going to copy the questions that the teacher shared. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so that my audience members can read it. And now I'm going to answer each of those questions underneath in full sentences. So as you can see, I'm choosing the 3 that I think best described myself as a learner during the exhibition process, and I chose caring, knowledgeable, and risk taker. So in my response, I'm going to share why I think I was caring, why I was knowledgeable, and why I was a risk taker. Okay, so I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Okay, so you can see that I'm answering the questions in full sentences. Once you're done with the first one, then you would go on to the next question, and there are 4 questions in total that you will have to answer. So your assignment will be similar we've done before. You need to post a photo of your ATL Learner Qualifier reflection when it's posted on your website. Do not send a picture of your draft copy. Take a screenshot of when it's on your website and post it on the assignment on Google Classroom, and then you submit it. Now, that's the basic what you have to do. We will be giving you this choice. If you want to do something creative with your answers, you can. Like do a video or do a visual design. Be artistic. But if you don't want to, then you don't do it. You just follow and do this example that I just showed you. Question, answer, question, answer. So your assignment will be blank like this. You'll need to attach a photo of your screenshot of your answers to those reflection questions that are on your website. Then the assignment is finished. Okay, that's it for today, boys and girls. Bye for now.